The Vega gets a new fuel cell, a 12-gallon from a 5-gallon. It gets new carpet in the front and a tack and more. Stay tuned, it's coming. Play the intro. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Friday before Memorial Weekend, and I've driven my Vega to work and gonna do some work on it. Plan on doing the carpet kit, quick release steering wheel, add a 12-gallon fuel cell, add a tack with a shift light, or it's a shift light with a tack in the middle, some other stuff. So come along and I'll show you what I'm doing. Should be fun. Well, hello, YouTube. Here I am at the shop where I work, Memorial Weekend Friday, and here we are working on the Vega. So just wanted to go over some things, what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do while we're here. One of them is, this is the 12-gallon fuel cell. And then this is the fuel level sensor. So I'll probably drill that right here. Then I should have the fuel gauge. I got the factory harness or wires back there. So I should have my fuel gauge will work. There's the carpet kit. That came with the Vega when I bought it. So I'm gonna pull this out, put that in. I got some oil I got from Amazon. And then here's the tack, like the picture shows here. I have this in the Love, I really like it. There's your RPM in the middle, and then it flashes like a shift light. And my own opinion, you really don't look at a tack going down the track. You listen to the motor, or you shift on the shift light. And then I got valve cover studs, and then some header studs. And I'm sure there's some more stuff I'm going to be doing. Oh yeah, I already mounted the quick release steering wheel. This is the steering wheel that I put on. It came with that steering wheel, but I had to get the adapter for the quick release because it was on the other steering column, which the other steering column didn't have turn signals and ignition switch. So I already, let's see, welded that on there. I welded on both sides. You can see one there and one on the bottom, and then in the center. And then this is the trans brake button, which I'll take that off. Take that off for the street, because I only need that at the track, and it might be a little dangerous. On the street, if I hit the trans brake button. So here's the kill switch, works awesome. I did that not too long ago. And then this is a fuel cell. So I'm probably gonna have to take all this in the back out, and I'm gonna try to go through the bottom, but we'll see what happens. And here's the power and ground for the fuel gauge. So hopefully this will hook up to my sending unit, and then I should have a fuel gauge up there. But next thing I'm going to do now, after I got the steering quick release on there, I'm going to pull the seats out and then do the carpet, because that's one of the main things I want to do. And I wanted to do the quick release before I did that, so I just pull the steering wheel, get it out of the way. And so now I got to put it on the rack, remove the seats, and then get a game plan going here. I still can't find my little tripod to hold my phone, which I really like it. Probably have to get another one. But all right, that's it for now. I'll probably do some lapse time, taking the carpet and everything out. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Well, good morning, YouTube. Here it is, the Saturday of Memorial Weekend, and down here working on the Vega. Just going to do a recap of what I did yesterday and then what's going on today. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll take that off, go swim and barbecue with family, and then I'll be here back at it on Monday. But yesterday I was able to do the quick release steering wheel, and it came out good. I was real happy the way it came out. And as you can see, the driver's seat is out. So gotta work on the passenger seat over there and start pulling the carpet out. Today my goal is to get the carpet out and hopefully back in. Got the valve covers off. Gonna run the valves. Might do that Monday. We'll see how things go. Change the oil. What else? Oh, and then I had this coolant reservoir off. I put a smaller restriction down here because on the freeway it started running about 200. And I had this problem with the love, and that's when I had no restriction in there and no thermostat. And I think the water's going through the radiator too fast. So I went to a smaller restriction to see if that would help. I might be wrong, but with the higher RPMs, on the street it was fine. I was like 180, but once I got on the freeway, and I think it's 55, this is 2,700 RPM. So but that's a game plan. There's the fuel cell. I still got to mount the fuel level sending unit into the fuel cell. Got the valve covers off. There's the hood. I think that's about all I can think of. I know I got a lot more to do, but main goal by Monday, I'd like to have the carpet in and the interior all done, and then I can start on the fuel cell. Then I can worry about the oil change, the valve lash during the week. So I needed to do a valve lash when it's hot. When I bought the car, that's all I got was valve lash when it was hot. I always like to do valve lashes myself when it's cold because temperature drops as you're doing it. So even on older Mercedes I work on, I always do the valve adjust cold. Me personally, I think it's a better reading in case you get pulled away or something comes up and then it starts cooling. But that's about it. I'll probably do some time lapse, pulling the seats out and the covers out. I found a phone mount, but it's not my favorite one, but this one will work. But stay tuned, we got more coming. Here I am getting the passenger seat out. I get the bolts underneath, get it out. And I think I was undoing the trans brake button there and pulling out the carpet. All right, well, the carpet's out. So I got to do some trimming and cleaning here. This right here is where whoever did the back half put the crotch strap, but it actually needs to be back here. This is where I moved it. It has to be under your butt. Up here's too far. So I got to grind that down, clean that up, and same thing over there. I got to trim that one down. I was actually using it for a ground, so now I got to relocate a ground and clean it up in here and then put the carpet back in. So we're moving right along. We're getting there little by little. Thanks for watching. Here I am cleaning it out. I got the vacuum cleaner, and then on the passenger side footrest there, that's my MSD and a lot of my electronics. So I had to tie that up with a bungee cord and vacuum and clean and
get it ready to install a carpet, which I'll be installing the carpet next. Well, I've taken this carpet in and out, I think 3 times. I tried, I think the first time with the shifter in it, but then I removed the shifter because I wanted to make sure, the hole was as small as it could be. So it was kind of frustrating. I kept pulling the carpet in and out, and then I pulled the shifter out, and then I made the hole, and then everything seemed to go much better and quicker once I got the shifter out.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Little update on the Vega. This is Wednesday, the Wednesday after Memorial Day. I was here all day Wednesday, or Monday, the holiday, which you'll see the video on that. And yesterday I was here last night, mainly hooking up my tack. This is my tack with the shift light in it, and got everything ready. I already mounted the passenger seat, so I just got to mount in the driver's seat, and then I'll get to work on the fuel cell. Here's the fuel cell. So I'll get on that hopefully here shortly. I just got to, like I say, mount the driver's seat and drill holes in the carpet, vacuum it out, and we'll be good to go. So just a little update. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon. All righty, here we go. Give you another update on the Vega, which is what, Sunday? May 31st. Sunday, May 31st. Interior's all done. Got my tack with shift light, or shift light with the tack installed. Quick release steering wheel. So let me see if I can, there you go. Quick release steering wheel, the carpet kit's in, it's kind of hard to see. That's the seat belt, but very happy with the way it came out. This was the gas tank that was in it. It was 5 gallons. This is my vent, and then this is my fuel return from the fuel injection, a sniper. And so I tore the back of the Vega out, pulled the gas tank out, and this is a gas tank I got from a friend. It's a 12-gallon, so it's a little longer, a little wider. It'll fit widthwise, lengthwise. I'm gonna have to cut out this bar, and I got a new bar at 90-degree angle. And I'm gonna move that forward probably 3 inches. And then I had to make it a little deeper because this will be my vent, and I'll probably have to drill a hole for the return and then plug that vent off. I wasn't gonna go this route because I figured it'd be too much fabricating, which my friend Johnny came by yesterday and talked me into it, which I went to IMS, Industrial Metal Supply. I got 1.5 by 8 straps. I actually got 2 10-footers, which I'll probably have extra 10-foot. So I've already bent this one out. It's ready to go. So I'm getting ready to, mark this out, because this will be 1.5 a bend. And then I think this is 14 inches, another bend, and then 18.5. And so on. And then as from the 5-gallon to the 8-gallon is tremendously heavier, since it's what, 8 pounds a gallon. This is my 90-degree bar, and I'll cut it down and then trim it to that, weld everything in. And then I got a fuel level sensor I want to cut in right here. I'll put a fuel level sensor in here, drill a hole for the return. I got to pull this center cap out so I can get my hand in there. get the foam out so I can clean everything. And then hopefully it should go. Hopefully I should have everything welded in today. Then I'll just have to get some foam on the bottom. These are the old straps, so I got to cut these out. Then I got to cut this bar out, clean it up, and get it ready to weld in. So it's moving along. I changed the oil on Friday. Got a new Wix filter over there. I got new. When I bought the car, the guy I bought it from, John, said it's best to get the Brad Pin grade 2050 Sanic blend. So I got that. That's what, $80 in oil. And then trim these back. There used to be a rod going across here on all of them, and the wires were pinched, and then this was close, so I just trimmed it. I like how that came out. And I'm not going to have time really to detail at the engine compartment, unfortunately, because once I get the fuel tank in it, get that all done running, then I got to pull the valve covers off and then adjust the valves. I still got to make a brace for the radiator, and that should be it for this trial. I got to work Formoso next weekend, so I need to get this thing done Tuesday at the latest. Take a couple nights off on my knees and feet so I can rest, and then head to Formoso. We got ANRA this weekend coming up, so. But real happy with the Vega. Everything's coming to plan. Still got other stuff to do, but you know, I usually buy some things a little at a time, and then I get it down here and do it. But real happy with the gas tank. Thanks to Johnny, he talked me into going to the bigger one. I got the fuel cell, I got a drill, install that, so I'll hopefully have a fuel gauge that works. I don't have one now. I got my little stick to measure. But other than that, just wanted to give you guys an update. I'll try to do some more filming of it going on. But for now, there's your update. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
Well, here I am grinding out the old straps so I can make the new straps, get an idea, do some measurements. You know, sit the fuel cell up there, take an eye, take a measure, take a measure out, measure again, cut some more, measure again.
Well, it's in. I cut out the old brackets, made the new brackets, but it's sitting too low. I need to raise it up. I don't know. I got to measure here. I was worried about this fitting, the return, and I got to stay flush up here, so I got to come up some. So, alrighty, just wanted to show you. I've got it in, but got to do some more modifying. All right, here's a little update on the Vega gas tank, the 12-gallon fuel cell installation. I've been fighting it, but here's its final destination. I'm just gonna drill the holes. I was gonna weld it in, but I got this tie down here. I got those fittings. So I'm back here, and for me to get the fuel cell out, I got to move the brackets inward, and then I can bring the tank out. So I'm not able to weld it in, which is fine. This is my return. So I just got to drill a hole here and put the fitting in for that. This will be my vent line, and then I'll plug this one off. And then I got to drill my fuel level sensor, mount that here. So just a quick little update. Like I said, I'm going to drill these holes, pull the tank out, pull the black cover off, pull the foam out, cut the foam for the level sensor, cut the hole for the return line, and we'll be good to go. All right, as a quick update, I'll do some more videos for you. Talk to you later. Bye. want to give you a little update. Fuel tank is in. Fuel gauge is not working. Got to work on that. This is my return from the fuel injection. That's my vent. There's a ball on that. That's a plug. And we got our one line at the bottom. So now I gotta put this aluminum shield back over this, and then hopefully the fuel hole will line up. I don't think it will. I think I gotta modify that, but it's alive. It's a runner. Try to drive it home tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Just wanted to give you an update. Moving right along. Real happy the way things are turning out. Like I said, I got the tack in there, the quick release steering wheel, the carpet, the fuel tank. I got left to adjust the valves, but I'll probably do that at home. I just need to adjust the valves before I take it on the next drive or to the drag strip. But alrighty, this is it for now. Talk to you soon. Alrighty, here we are, Wednesday, the 3rd, I think. Yeah, 3rd of June. I'm gonna wrap up this video. Vega's all done. It's all back together. Fuel cell right here, where I can enter it, and then the cap's right there. So I didn't have to change any of that. I was afraid I was going to have to, relocate it because the opening wasn't the same, but it's the same. And fuel gauge still not working. I'm still working on the wiring. If not, I'll get a odometer gauge or something. Just like to have a fuel gauge where I'm at. Steering wheel's all done. Tack's in, carpet's in. The only thing I got left to do is the valve adjust. I can do that at home. Tonight I'm gonna make brackets for the radiator. I have no radiator support. And then I'll drive it home. But just wanted to finish out this video. I'll edit it, upload it, and thank you guys for watching. Really excited about all the stuff I've done to the Vega. I've been wanting to do it for a while. To me, it's getting more and more like a street car. It's got a 12-gallon fuel cell now. I got the tack in it. I need to adjust the valves and doing all this so I can take it to the track, do some test hits or whatnot, and have some fun. But once again, thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you soon.